this TV real quick. It is 12:32 p.m. on Saturday night, and I'm looking crazy. I feel a little crazy. Got my trusty heating pad here. I got my, ignore my laundry. It's laundry day, y'all. What do I have here? I got my boot. Can't show y'all the label right there so they don't flag my video. But I got all my nail polish, not all of them, most of my nail polishes here. And Lord Jesus, Father, little baby sweet Jesus in heaven. It done been a hard couple weeks. Can I even say couple days, couple weeks? I didn't have my sister have to give me a virtual slap over the phone from California. Why did I really slap myself? What in the world? From California to get me back to my senses, to get me back to what I need to be doing. So I just decided, I had like a whole other direction that I was gonna go in this video. And you know, I figured that I can get on here and I can talk to you and I can preach to you for 5-10 minutes, but you know, probably 10-15 minutes. But here's the thing, I've been trying to get with this. Shout out to my homegirl, my sis, Frenchie J. Positively healthy lifestyle, and the first word of that is positively. Second word would be healthy. What I found out, especially those of us with sickle cell, and it really doesn't matter what your faith background is, when your mind ain't right, your emotions aren't right, you're not balanced in the right way, I say my spirit ain't right, my mind ain't right, everything goes wrong, and it goes wrong in a hurry. And that's definitely, I say that's definitely what's been going on. I said I'm trying to get it together, but y'all, like I said, it's a journey. I might take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, but I'm trying not to do that. So like I said, I could sit up here and I could talk and I could preach to you and I could tell you that you just gotta believe in God and listen to it and do this and do that and speak, and or I could just sit up here and show you. It's 12 o'clock. I am tired. Oh, I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, maybe. And when I did, you know, get the chance that I could have gone to sleep when my son took a nap, I decided to soak my feet in some, let me tell you what it was. It was some eucalyptus, warm water, Epsom salt, the Avon foot soak, lavender, some wintergreen alcohol. I got a body scrub that I'm going to be showing y'all sometime soon because Lord Jesus, it is stupendous. And then can't forget the Epsom salt. And I just decided to soak my feet, and I've been having some pain through this day. And by the time I got to soaking my feet and relaxing in there, I just put my hands in there too and just did like a little pseudo mani-pedi, and without the polish, of course. But I just did that just to kind of relax myself some. And you know what, I just really decided that I am going to show y'all better than I could tell y'all, because I've let a lot of people down recently, and it's not even been that much of time to build up people, you know, that you would think that you have to have these long-standing friendships with people for people to really be talked to from God or from a higher power, whatever they believe in, whatever they're feeling about you, to be led to know when things ain't right with you, to get a phone call or a text in the middle of the night to say, sis, you need to call me because something ain't right. I don't want to butcher your name because I can't remember it right off top, but I got a message from Barbados, a woman in Barbados with sickle cell, who said she's praying for me. She was nervous for me. That's the type of stuff that I need. That's the type of stuff to snatch that dark cloud off from over your head. That's the type of stuff to say, you know what, dog, she got people looking out for her, so yeah, devil, you better get to running because I got things to do. I'm sorry, I got things to do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I told y'all I got some more things for manicuring, and when I get a hold of it, I'm getting my stamping down, y'all. I thought I needed a super expensive stamper, and I don't, but when I get the hang of it and I learn how to do it, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Another thing I'm going to be doing is getting back into that kitchen over there, because that's one of the things that used to relax me. It was cooking, baking especially, and I'm going to be doing some cooking. So that's something I'm going to share with you. And drum roll please. Okay, it is the 22nd officially today. So that means that I am, 13 days past my 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Make sure I get this right. 4 years ago, May the 12th. Was it the 12th? That's how bad it is. I can't even tell you when it was. It was on Mother's Day, so it might have been the 8th. I know sometimes it changes, but May the 12th is what I believe it was. Of 2012, I started a company called Katie Cat Jewelry. I was completely led by faith to do this. I had no business background. I had no idea how to run a business. I never taken any formal classes on how to make jewelry. It all just came to me one day, and I literally have made hundreds of pieces, and I've sold pieces to different people. You know, I've shipped pieces across the U.S. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of insight on what that was like. I also started school. You know, I graduated in 2010, and I waited 2 years to start school because I didn't know what I was going to do. And when I started, I went for business administration. Now, before I had my son and I stopped working and I stopped, being able to attend school where I went to online school, Kaplan. Shout out to Kaplan University. 4 straight. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight 4.0s. My GPA did not drop until I started sleeping through my seminars because I was too tired. But my point is, I don't want you to wake up in the morning and have a bottle of pills, a doctor, a hospital bed, a gravestone above your head, and to think that that's what you are. You're a patient just waiting for your next admission. You're a patient waiting for your next dose of medication. You're a patient waiting for your next whatever. I want you to get up out of the bed and say, you know what, dang it, I'm good at cooking, and I'm going to go in there and cook, and I'm going to show people that I'm going to throw down, like Shay seems to do to me all the time, and make people hungry. I'm good at making jewelry. I'm good at studying. I'm good at accounting. I'm good at working on cars. I'm good at whatever that you're good at. You don't have to be a patient for the rest of your life. You don't have to be bound to a diagnosis. You don't have to be bound to disability terms. You can do whatever you want to do in whatever capacity you want to do it. Let me say this right here, right now, today. Don't let nobody put no restrictions, no holds, no nothing on you. Don't let nobody put no words out of their mouth and let that come to effect in your life. What I mean in that is, I've been told so many times that I can't do sports, and dang it, I was good at basketball. They wanted me on the team, and I used to go, and instead I would shoot by myself. They literally kept me from going and playing and doing the normal sports and everything. I was good at tennis. I was so good at the time, the little segment that we had in school, my daddy bought me like tennis balls and a tennis racket. He bought me like this expensive tennis racket, and guess what? My tennis racket is still sitting in my closet because I let somebody tell me that I couldn't do that because I had sickle cell. I very well could have. At the time, I was doing a whole lot better medically. I very well could have been on that basketball team and been cold, but I sat on the sidelines, and I used to go shoot hoops by myself. I didn't do the, I let my family come with me, maybe a couple friends, but I didn't do the, oh, hey, let's play one-on-one, let's play team, stuff like that, because I let people tell me what I couldn't do. And the only reason I stopped going up there to shoot hoops was because my knees kept going out of place, and I used to have to crawl to the truck to put myself in it. And folks didn't like that. 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting calls in the morning. My knee done went out of place. Can you please come get me? But, okay, maybe I'll see that point. Okay, a little bit, maybe. when I graduated, I wanted to go to school for pastry arts. I got everything. I think I still have the information in there from Brookhaven down the street, the community college. I graduated through a AAP school, an alternative education placement school, simply because it was faster. They would have wanted me to graduate in 2013. I was supposed to graduate in 2011. I was supposed to graduate 2009 with the rest of my class that I started with, but because I was so sick, it got to the point of, because I was so sick at the high school that I was at, I used to get asked, like, I can say at least 5 times, probably more than that, "Are you new here? Are you new here? Are you new here?" No, my first day of school that I went to school, I made 4 classes, and I left for 2-3 months because I had knee surgery. And I had knee surgery on the day of orientation. 2 weeks later, I went into school trying to start my high school career. So just because of the pain and because of, everything with that, I couldn't start the way that I wanted to. But I dang sure didn't let them tell me when I was going to finish. So I finished later than I would have wanted to, but earlier by the standards that they would have held me to had I stayed in that traditional high school. I was working 2 jobs and going to school at one time when I was pregnant. Matter of fact, I was pregnant. I was in crisis, laying on the hospital bed. All I got is Wi-Fi and my iPad, sitting up here trying to finish an exam, trying to get in my journal questions. And my mama would literally have to hold my iPad because of the way that they had us turned in there. I'm pregnant, my stomach's way up here, and I'm trying to get my work in. That's how crucial it was. I was so messed up about not being able to work. I had 2 jobs. They used to tell me, "Oh, you can't work a full-time job." And they've told me this, since. You can't work a full-time job because you're going to end up killing yourself. You really don't want to work over 15 hours. I used to pull 30 plus hours in one job. 28 plus hours in one job. Not supposed to be doing it, but, I did. Don't let nobody put no rules, no barriers on you. What else can I say to people? I still got people telling me things that I can't do. Or you're not going to be able to do this. You're going to lose this. You're going to lose that. You're not going to be able to do this all the time. I'm almost 25. And people still telling me that. Oh, while I'm on this, you know how sometimes people take, I'm going to just drop this bomb. My birthday is June 28th. I'll probably say this 28 more times before it gets here, but I just want y'all to know. I just decided, as y'all can see the state of my hair right now, and my eyebrows and my nails, I keep manicured myself, but I really haven't done a whole lot for myself since my son has been here. And dagnammit, it's some things that I want. It's some lipsticks that I want. I'm not too heavy into the full face paint. I don't know how to contour. Don't get me started on that. I want to look completely different. I want to look refreshed and revived for my 25th birthday. It's going to be grown and sexy, yes, but I want to look completely different. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to just take the whole month of June and just every day in that month, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I might do the first week cooking, something new every day. I'm going to try to kick out, oh Lord, do I want to say this? Because I don't want to be held to it like that. I might say this. I want to try to really, really work. I'm going to have to get this together. Now that I said it, I'm going to have to get this together and figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm going to let y'all know how I'm going to do this. Just be looking forward to the month of June. The month of June is also World Sickle Cell Day is in there too. So that's going to be something big that I got to get a hold to. But just be looking forward to that, because the month of June is going to be something altogether different. And I'm just so ready. Y'all have no idea. God, I know I'm smiling a lot, but my face, I don't even mind that my cheekbones hurt. I don't mind, because you have no idea how down in the dumps, negative, depressed, just dark I was this past week. After I got out of the hospital, for those of y'all that don't know, I was in the hospital from Mother's Day night Mother's Day, might as well say that afternoon, I ended up going to a hospital I said I'd never go back to. And I was in so much pain and like agony that I just had to. So I ended up having to stay there for 7 days, and I got out. And then it seems like the week after, today is day 6 out, but it seems like the week after was just gloomy, just dark. I don't know what came over me, what got into my spirit, and it's been weighing me down. But I'm ready to make some changes, and it's almost 1 o'clock, so I need to get this manicure done because I want to go to sleep. But I just had to tell y'all, don't let nobody put no holes on you, no chains on you, tell you what you can't do. And if they do tell you what you can't do, I don't want you to write it down just to be negative, but I want you to write it down just to check it off in their face. You don't have to do that because it's a little ugly. You know, God don't love ugly, but just smile and wave. And you remember you told me, you remember you. Yeah, well, I'm doing that now. So I just want you to know I'm happy. Ain't nobody sad. Ain't nobody waiting to die, you know. You'll be alright. But anyways, I'm gonna get my silly self on somewhere. I just had to share that with y'all. Can I share that with y'all, my kinfolk? Y'all along for this journey. So be looking out for another video pretty soon, because I'm gonna end up doing this. I don't know if I'm gonna do a pedicure video. It's gonna be like a 2-day thing, 2-day mani-pedi. And I got some things coming that I gotta share with y'all. So that's what I'm gonna do. But as always, y'all, be well, be blessed, stay out of the hospital. All right, I love y'all. Bye.